Hi guys, Nidus here. In this video, I will be telling you how to prepare for a property that's going to auction and how to bid for a property that's going to auction. Just to start off, I want you to be aware when you buy a property under the hammer, that's it. There's no cooling off period. Once that hammer goes down and you're the last bidder, you're buying it then and there. You must sign the contract and pay your 10% deposit. So please do all these steps before you register to bid for any property that's going to auction. Step 1, this is an obvious one. You must like the property. Go inspect the property and make sure that this is a property that you're interested in before you bid on the property. Step 2, request for the contract of sale from the real estate agent so you can send this to your conveyancer or solicitor so they can review the contract to make sure that everything's good before you start bidding at the auction. Step 3, once you've decided that you like the property, check with the real estate agent if the owners have completed a pest and building report for the sale. If the owners have not completed a pest and building report, you must book one in for yourself. So your pest and building inspector will most likely call the agent himself and arrange a time to get access to complete the pest and building report. Now, even if there is a pest and building report completed by the owners, I highly recommend still getting one on your own. It's better to be safe than sorry. This is a very expensive purchase. If you don't have a pest and building inspector that you know or can use, check with friends or family to see if they've ever used anyone, or always go to Google and pick one based on good reviews. Don't always just go for the cheapest one. Once you get the report, go over the report and check if there's any issues with the property. If there is any issues, check with your inspector to see what the estimated repair cost will be so you can budget this for your purchase. Step 4, you like the property, the report is good, we're almost there. Now check back with your solicitor or conveyancer to see how the contract's looking. Sometimes they'll get you to change things, but that is fine. You can change things just as long as it's before the auction day. For example, if you're a first home buyer and you're buying with a 5% deposit instead of a 10% deposit, this can be agreed upon. Just please do this prior to the auction day. Property, check. Pest and building report, check. Contract of sale, check. We're registering to bid, baby. We got this. Step 5. Auction day. The day has come. You lost a little bit of sleep last night. You're nervous. You really want this property, but you don't want to overspend and you don't want the bidding to pass your budget. That's fine. That's normal. You're only going to need 2 things for the day: photo identification and funds available to transfer if successful on the day. You can either have these funds available in your bank account or you can bring a bank check. Now, if you bring a bank check, it doesn't have to be the exact amount of 5 or 10% of the purchase price, just roughly. If it's more or less, they work that out at settlement. Once you register, you get handed your lucky paddle and over to the crowds you go. Don't be nervous. You got this. I believe in you. So just be aware that the owners are protected by the reserve. So the owners set the reserve price. The reserve price is the price that the owners have set for the minimum the property can be sold for. If the bidding stops before the reserve, the property will not be sold. But that being said, the owners can lower the reserve during bidding if they decide to sell it for less on the day. Don't confuse the guide price with the reserve price. In most cases, the reserve price will be higher than the guide, so be prepared for that. Alrighty, we're here. Now the auctioneer will call out for first bid, and in most cases, it'll be crickets. Hold back. Don't bid. Let the other bidders fight for it first. Just be, just stand in the back. Observe the situation. You don't need to put your paddle up yet. When you should be ready to jump in is when you hear the auctioneer say loud and clear, "We're on the market, we're on the market." Once the auctioneer says that, that means we've hit the reserve. So the bidding before that was just all a show. So just hold tight until you hear that we're on the market, we're on the market. Get ready to bid after you hear this. At this point, the auction is probably going pretty slow. The auctioneer is most likely, in this case, taking bids of $1,000 or even $500. This is when you want to strike, when your competition is weak. Come in with a standout bid, $5,000 or $10,000. This will blow the competition out of the water. In most cases, you'll most likely get a gasping reaction from the crowd. You want these buyers to know that you got heaps of money and you're here all day if you need to be, and that this property is yours. The problem is when you come in with a weak bid of $1,000 or $500, the other bidder is constantly telling himself it's only another $1,000, it's only another $1,000, it's only another $1,000. Before you know it, he said that to himself more than 5 or 10 times, and you've just made the owner more money. Go in there with a strong bid and finish him. Another word to watch out for when you go to auction is vendor bid. So a vendor bid is a bid placed by the owner of the property. The owner is allowed to do one of these during auction. Now the auctioneer will most likely use this on an auction that is going slow to start things off. So when you're at auction, be focused. All these little words are very important. You must observe every situation and just relax as well. Stand back and watch the crowd. You don't need to jump in straight away. You know when to strike. Step 6. The hammer goes down, pop the champagne. You're the new owner of a property. And hey, if you're not, that's all right. Now you've got some experience and we'll be ready for the next one. I believe in you. You got this, my friend. I hope these tips help you at your auction. Good luck bidding, and if I've missed anything, comment below, or if you've gone to auction, please let us know about your experience. I will be covering a lot more real estate tips, so please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video, and remember, if you're thinking of selling, you need to call me today, because I have the nice touch, and everything I touch turns to soap.